Hello everyone. My today's topic is skeleton system. The human skeleton is the internal framework of the human body. It is composed of around 270 bones at birth. This total decreases to around 206 bones by adulthood after some bones get fused together. The bone mass in the skeleton makes up about 40% of the total body weight and reaches maximum mass between the ages of 25 and 30. The human skeleton can be divided into the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton is formed by the vertebral column, the rib cage and skull and other associate bones. The appendicular skeleton, which is attached to the axial skeleton, is formed by the shoulder girdle and pelvic girdle and the bones of the upper lower limb. The human skeleton performs six major functions: supports movement, protections, productions of the blood cells, storage of mineral and endocrine regulation. The human skeleton is not a sexual dimorphic at that of many other primate species, and the difference between axes in the morphology of the skull, dentition, long bones and pelvic exists. In general, female skeletal elements tend to be smaller and less robust than corresponding male elements within a given population. The human female pelvic is also different from that of males in order to facilitate childbirth. Unlike most primates, human males do not have penile bones. Then axial bone. The axial skeleton 80 bones in formed by the vertebral column, 32 to 34 bones. The number of the vertebra differs from human to human as the lower two parts, sacral and coccygeal bone, may vary in length. A part of the rib cage, 12 pair of rib and sternum, and the skull, 22 bones and 7 associate bones. The upright posture of the human is maintained by the axial skeleton, which transmit the weight from the head, the trunk and upper extremities down to the lower extremities at the hip joint. The bone of the spines are supported by the many ligaments. The erector spinous musculars are also supporting and are useful for balance. Then the appendicular skeleton, 126 bones, is formed by the pectoral girdle, the upper limbs, the pelvic girdle or pelvis and the lower limbs. Their functions are to make locomotions possible and to protect the major organs of digestion, excretion and reproduction. Then function, it is a gives giving support, then movement, and then protection, blood cell production, then storage, then endocrine regulation, then sex differences. Anatomical differences between human male and female are highly pronounced in the some soft tissue areas but tend to be limited in the skeleton. The human skeleton is not as sexual dimorphic as that of many other primate species, but subtle differences between sexes in the morphology of the skull, dentition, long bones and pelvic are exhibited across human populations. Skull, the variety of the gross morphological state of the human skull demonstrate sexual dimorphism such as the median neutral line, mastite processes, uh, sup- supravital margin, supravital ridge and the chin. Dentition, human intersex dental dimorphism, center of the canine teeth, but it is not nearly as pronounced as in the other great long bone are generally larger in male than in female. Within a given population, muscles attached site on long bones are often more robust in male than in females. reflecting a difference in overall muscles mass and development between sexes. Sexual dimorphism in the long bone is commonly characterized by morphometric or gross morphological analysis. Then pelvis. The human pelvis exhibited greater sexual dimorphism than other bones, specifically in the size and shape of the pelvic cavity. Thank you.